movement, unity, and religious science have often been accused of being too Pollyanna-ish, excessively cheerful and optimistic. This phrase comes from the 1913 children's book Pollyanna, written by novelist Eleanor Porter in a war-ravaged 1913. Pollyanna was an orphan who went to live with a crabby aunt in a town where folks only talked about their misery. None of that fazed Pollyanna and her ongoing glad game. Whatever the situation, she looked for something to be glad about and shared it out loud. Some may call this toxic positivity. We all know someone we would call a Pollyanna, someone who can find the positive in every situation. We all know someone who only talks about their misery. And I bet we each have had days that we too are both of these. How do we honor both the positive and negative within us and within our life experience? Well, we need to come to terms with the fact that every one of us has both up and down days to grasp that life isn't perfect or always easy and without troubles. We aren't living in a TV show. In the current state of the world and the country, there are a lot of outer influences that can affect our practice of being mindful of our thoughts and emotions. Most of us have been taught that the outer world is the cause of our experience. Metaphysicians learn otherwise. We begin to look for our contributing response and the deeper spiritual solution to our experience. On one hand, we accept there is outer difficulty, questions we can't answer, and things we just can't possibly predict. On the other hand, we do have some control over our response to the outer influences. It helps to remember we are a spiritual being having a human experience. There is a life force beneath these outer events that continues to exist, holding everything together, even if we feel like we can't hold it together. In a recent Forbes article, the CDC states, in the U.S., the pandemic has caused an increase in anxiety, stress, depression, and suicides. Our individual and collective ability to manage the anxiety of the unknown is going to be our greatest strength. Anxiety is generally caused by the inability to control one's life. The fear and stress caused by the increased amount of unknown factors we must face. We all have unknowns about life right now. How long will this uncertainty last? No one really knows. In my last chat, I said, do today what will make you feel happy, healthy, strong, and supported tomorrow. That's how we deal with the unknowns. We focus on what we do know, doing the things we can that are helpful to maintaining stability. Also, it's important to reach out for support, a reassuring voice to talk to, pray with, and share a sense of calm in the storm is exactly what we need. It's okay not to be okay and need some support. The National Action Alliance for Suicide Prevention recommends that those needing emotional support related to COVID-19 should call the Disaster Distress Helpline at 800-985-5990 or text Talk With Us to 66746. And if you're experiencing a suicidal crisis, you can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-8255. Or text the crisis text line by texting HOME to 741-741 to get help. We also have support resources on our website at spark-unity.org. Wayne Dyer, in his classic book, There's a Spiritual Solution to Every Problem, stresses the mindset of focusing on what we are for as opposed to what we are against. He challenges us to unplug from the outer world a bit, social media, the news, in order to sense the spiritual force that is everywhere present. Definitely good advice for times like these. So is Pollyanna's Glad Game, or keeping a gratitude journal on a daily basis. Thanks for watching today. To learn more about us and how we can support you, visit our website at spark-unity.org. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. On days when it seems like the unknowns in life are surrounding you, reach out to someone. We're all doing our best to live with unanswerable questions. Namaste.